Madam, please begin.
Okay. Good afternoon, all. As we believe nothing can stop us to learn, so that we all are gathered here on virtual media. Hereby, I welcome you all, principal, HODs, the participants, and all the
Thank you,
dignitaries
Lata.
in today's session about cybersecurity. So without delay, I would like to welcome our today's speaker, Mr. Mayank Pandya sir, on behalf of Parul Polytechnic Institute, Parul University. A very warm welcome, sir. To give a quick introduction about him, I would like to say that he is a director of Dev Om Technologies. He is also into training and cybersecurity service industry around 2 to 3 years. He is also a corporate trainer and mile 2 for cybersecurity. Previously, he worked as senior executive for IT infrastructure and security in Reliance Industries. Prior that, he was working on data center setup project in Pune for companies like Sintel, Symantec, and Toshiba. It's an honor for us to have you with us. So, without any delay, we start our today's session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, and thanks to the Parul University for this session. Okay, friends. So today we are going to learn about the cyber security. This is okay. So today's session is regarding the cyber security. Okay, many of us are nowadays aware with the cyber security, right? Uh, Maybe you guys have heard about the word cyber crimes. Okay, nowadays it is kind of a infrequent. We have heard about the news regarding the cyber crimes happen around us. Okay, so regarding that, I will going to share you certain data facts. Okay, and we'll go to depth about the what exactly cyber crimes can happen, how the cyber security can be helpful to us in saving us from the certain cyber crimes. Okay, so before that, just short introduction as ma'am has given to you. So myself Mayank Pandya, and I am director as a Devam Technologies. Okay. Uh, we are working with Mile 2, which is a cybersecurity training and consulting company. Okay, and my company is the authorized training and examination partner for all the cybersecurity training for the corporates, for the academics also. Okay, so the many more things you can learn about us. Okay, from our the website, which is www.devamtechnologies.com. Okay, we are also available onto the Play Store. You can search for the Devam Technologies in Google Play Store for the Android devices. Okay, with our application you can get number of videos, number of training programs also. Okay, so let's start about this cyber security sessions as we are together for today. Okay, now so first of all we need to understand about the cyberspace. Okay, so what is the cyberspace? A global domain with the information environment consisting of the interdependent network of information technology infrastructures, which includes the internet, telecommunication networks, computer systems, and embedded processor and controllers. On over the scale, it is kind of overall infrastructure setup which work together, and that creates a cyberspace. Okay, so the cyber security is nothing but a security over of either of anything, either independent system in a network environment, embedded systems. Okay, a strong network infrastructure, internet connectivity, telecommunication networks. So each and everything is covered into the term cyber security, right? Okay. So nowadays we are hearing about the various news about the cyber crimes regarding, right? Many of the cases are happen frequently nowadays into the global scenario in this pandemic situations. Okay, maybe you guys also have refer certain news or have heard about the certain news. Okay, so let me show you. If you search for the cybercrime cases in India, okay, you can get the multiple links. Okay, regarding the cyber crimes and what is the ratio of ongoing or which are the companies which are getting hit or the government organizations. Okay, so each and everything, okay, like this, the number of cases you can study over here with this site, that is cyberlegalservices.com. Okay, number of the cases which are occurred, investigated, okay, and the victims or who are the attackers, okay, they have been got punished. So by the way, how this can be happen, what was the modus operandi behind the cyber crimes, right? So each and everything will be mentioned over here with certain cases. Okay, if you refer certain news portals, okay, also you can get the various cybercrime regarding information. Okay, the recently the world have been shocked by these news that Twitter accounts have been hacked, and those are the celebrities accounts like the US former president Mr. Barack Obama, okay, other the big shots industrialists from the USA. Okay, so the things are there, whether it is a celebrity, whether it is a high profile person, okay, no one is going to be spared. Okay, each and one can be getting targeted, means the security is not only constrained about us only, okay, but it is for all, right? As you can read the name here, Mr. Joe Biden, which is the present candidate for the upcoming US elections. Okay, this is a celebrity, Kim Kardashian, then Barack Obama, Elon Musk, right? So all these Twitter account has been targeted. Number of by this thing, maybe you have heard about this. India facing more cyber attacks from China and Pakistan. Okay, so the war is not only over the borders. Okay, the war is ongoing, okay, between the neighboring countries or between the other world countries, okay, on the cyberspace. Okay, so this is the scenario, okay, and this happen frequently. Okay, so also you can go through this news 18 site. Okay, the certain UK based attacks which happen to there. Okay, what are the research nowadays is there, right? The rise in cyber attacks amid COVID-19 resulted in 375 threats per minute in quarter 1 in 2020. Okay, so we don't know like what kind of attack is ongoing besides us or surrounding to us, okay, at present, right? Because these things are there and we cannot identify with our naked eye that this thing is going to happen. Only it will be highlighted once the things has been done. Okay, so okay, maybe you guys have seen about these certain attacks, okay, that happens in India. Okay, the famous ones are covered here. That one is in Union Bank India. Okay, that bank is targeted through the phishing email account sent to their employees. Okay, and through the employee account, the hackers access the credentials for execute fund transfer, because the certain rights only have permission will be only granted to the employees who are working into that bank. Okay, so using a phishing email ID, okay, these accounts of these employee accounts has been targeted. Okay, and the hackers have successfully transferred the certain amount. Okay, but the prompt action has been taken by the bank IT teams, and they recover almost the entire money, but the transaction of the money is around $171 million. Okay, so that was the scenario. The next example is regarding the WannaCry ransomware virus. Okay, this attack has been impacted entire globe. Okay, almost no country into the world is going to be spared with this attack. Okay, the ransomware attack is meant to completely encrypted your system. Okay, the hard disk will be completely getting encrypted, your data you cannot be accessed. Okay, major corporates are also going to be hit with this ransomware attack. Okay, so because of the organizations, they have the data is their important aspects, data is their important resource. Okay, so if they want to recover their data, okay, so they have to pay these hackers some ransom, like means they have to give some money, whatever they charge or whatever they ask. Okay, and that too into the bitcoins, not into the regular currency transactions, but only into the bitcoin, so that there won't be a trail of backtracking, right? So this was the attack happened in 2017 in May. Okay, another the famous company in India, that is the Zomato. Okay, maybe we all are using this Zomato app nowadays, okay, for order food delivery, right? So number of user accounts, because Zomato is nowadays like a brand, okay, which is having a larger number of database of the customers. Okay, if you have either order for a once in your lifetime, also your database, also your data will be there in their database. Okay, and that data includes your name, your address, your mobile number, your email address, okay, your current location, as well as either of the transaction mode you are accepting. At earlier stage they are used to charge earlier they are used to accept the cash on delivery, but later on they are only charging with respective either credit card, debit card, or using Paytm, right? So all this information can be there in their database. Okay, so once if such attack can be happen on any kind of this application, okay, so that will become a worse for the users, because your data will not going to be safer then. Okay, and majority of all this data will be sell onto the dark web, right? And the last one is the same attack happened in June also, that is about the ransomware also, but some other modus operandi. Okay, they make a certain uh, targets on that, they send some link regarding this ransomware, and ultimately this will going to encrypt their entire database. Okay, so these are the things which we have heard in either way. Okay, about the cyber crimes. Okay, and the real these are the real scenarios which have already been happened into the India. Okay, these are some statistics regarding the cyber crime. Okay, so you can say there is no country spare which is safe from the cyber crime. Okay, almost the entire world is now being affected with that, either sparing the uh, Antarctica region, okay, because there is no human interactive in a larger scale. Okay, so as you can see, the direct attack is average to the 23% that can be direct happen with either of any hackers. Okay, some which are not the pro hackers but kind of a thief, we are looking forward to copy something, or they want to download certain things or private data. Okay, but the higher number is with this social engineering. Okay, and that is the nowadays a very much critical thing. Okay, because if something happened due to the technical events, that could be understand. Okay, because for that we have the number of safety standards available. Okay, and those safety standards are like firewall, IDS, IPS systems. Okay, either of the software, then access control mechanism. Okay, antivirus, total security, internet security, the certain hardware and softwares we have available, right? But for this social engineering there is no application available, because it will be only focused on people's need and people's greed. Okay, on based on the one's need and greed, okay, the attackers can plan certain things and target them, right? Means either of you are like looking forward to have free download the certain applications or the pro edition of the famous games. Okay, and if they know your passion or your fondness regarding such applications or certain games, okay, the people or the hackers used to target by sending the certain links which forward you or which give you the information that you can uh, freely download, or you can free to use by clicking on this link. Okay, and that grid is going to be a critical for the other people, because once it has been clicked, there's some malware or worms have been intercepted. Okay, and that going to be critical for your security, right? So the social engineering is nowadays very much critical. Okay, the number of attacks which can be happen using the 35%, that is the due to the Trojan horse. Trojan horse is a kind of application which can be like install in your system, either of sending any link, or in general or in technical words we can call it as a backdoor, right? Then 18% by using the DNS flood. Okay, these are the core technical values. Maybe you guys have heard in either of your semesters. Okay, DNS is the domain name system. Okay, and by using the DNS poisoning, the certain attacks can also be possible. Phishing is the another criteria in which a fake website has been created, or the fake web pages has been created, or fake email address has been created, and those things will be sent to you or sent to the other people. Okay, either of any mode of communication, either using any social media link, either using any email, either using regular text messages or the WhatsApp links. Okay, and once people click on that, the on the back end applications will be getting loaded. Okay, so the phishing are also playing a major role. Major type of network attacks are due to the spam attacks, virus that is having the 47% of attack ratio, the worm and DDoS. Okay, so that is the denial of services, and D means the distributed denial of services. Okay. So this is the overall crime infographic regarding the cyber crime. Okay. As I discuss about the phishing, right? So the things which can lead for the phishing attacks, okay, you can just see with this. Okay, some one is suggesting about the free to use application for the grammar errors. Certain people are sending the malicious link, like many of us are receiving links on WhatsApp, like just click on this, like Geo is celebrating their 5th anniversary or 4th anniversary and is going to pay you 500 rupees. Okay, some are using the Paytm links, that Paytm is giving 50 rupees cashback by clicking on these links. Okay, and many people are clicking on that, but that is nothing happen. Rather than the certain other page has been open in which you have to fill up the required details. Okay, means you are getting nothing, but you are providing your critical informations instead. Okay, then the third thing is the sites without having S. That doesn't mean that all the HTTP sites are vulnerable, right? But if any financial transactions is going on, right, either of insurance companies are there, banking companies are there, NBFC, non-banking finance companies are there. Okay, and if they are providing certain services, so they mandatorily have the HTTPS certification should be available. That is the SSL certification should be there. Okay, so if any of these companies link, if you receive in your mail address, like which says that this is mail from this link is from HDFC Bank or ICICI Bank, okay, for user to verify their KYC, like know your customer credentials. Okay, and if any of the link is start with the HTTP, then it could be a phishing link, right? Because there is no separate HTTP link any bank can create for this, right? Then weird greetings, like someone is calling from the bank, or someone is the person who is like having your primary information and asking about the you should have not updated your required details in your banking login. Okay, and once you, if you are not going to update that, and you maybe lose your internet banking services. Okay, so this kind of thing is like diverting people, okay, with some another facts, and by that they can get the information, like you going to provide your details, like your ID, maybe your password sometimes, right? Or the credit card or debit card, so they can ask your 16-digit credit card debit card number, date of expiry, or CVV as well, right? Then email, like many of people you have seen about the uh, like on from your home, right? By clicking only ads, by watching only ads, right? So the certain clicks may also be going to harm in this scenario. Okay, so these are the certain things. Bogus mail address. Okay, fake mailer is very simple. There are certain applications are there, just only you need to type any kind of email address like abc@xyz.com. This could be also email address. Okay, and you can send it to any regular or genuine email address, either on Yahoo or Gmail or any other accounts. Okay, so the person who is going to receive that, okay, he will or she will can get mail with the name of abc@xyz.com. Okay, so these fake mailers are also can be possible. Okay, and with that people can send you the numerous fake or phishing sites, right? Then attachments. Okay, if you don't know the person, or if you don't know any person or the source, okay, don't click on any file, whether it is a document file or PDF file or any executable files, whatever it is the thing. Okay, never trust or never click on any kind of files which are coming from the unknown source. Okay, then the panic means if your account has been going to be closed, you are going to lose your money, whatever, blah blah blah, right? So the panic can be created by sending the mail or by calling. Okay, then sometimes happens the CEO fraud, means some mail coming from that I am the company CEO and I am going to give you the certain details on this link. We are going to donate for the Prime Minister Relief Fund, kindly pay something amount by using this link. Okay, so by that also the scenario has been happened. Okay, so these are the certain ways how the phishing scam can be happen. Okay, and ones cannot be easily identified. Okay, but only and only the awareness is the required thing to avoid this kind of uh, criminal activities. Okay, so now what is a cybercrime? Okay, the criminal activity is carried out by the means of computers or the internet. Okay, as on screen you can see that there are types of cybercrimes like hacking, identity theft, malicious software, cyber stalking, and web jacking. Okay, hacking, we all are aware with that. Some people with malicious activities in mind and perform those uh, activities and execute certain things. Okay, they might be able to crack someone's account or someone's banking account, etc., right? So they are the purely hacking activities. Okay, identity theft is to become a someone else. Okay, like as I said that someone is pronouncing that I am the CEO of the company. Okay, or someone says I am the Prime Minister of India, right? So this is kind of the things like which are going to be identified as identity theft, means you are using some other well-known or famous personality identity and using them to do some malicious activities. Okay, theft is something you can directly copy the or the theft certain information from with illegal access, right? Malicious software, many things we are applications we are downloading from unknown resources, right, for free to use content, right? In Android there are certain apks you can download without from, I mean, not going with the Play Store, but you can download from another websites. Okay, so those applications or software which are not going to be uh, accepted at the primary level. Okay, because you have to go into the setting and allow from other sources also. Okay, then and then that respective application can be installed in your system. Okay, but we don't know like what kind of access is this application is going to require. Okay, and if you grant all the access, then there are the chances the one is going to lose the certain data or the certain critical information in your mobile, either in your system, right? Then cyber stalking and web checking, so these are specifically to defame some person, defame some web applications or the businesses. Okay, so these are considered as a cybercrime activities, right? This was the one case I need to introduce with you, that uh, around the 350,000 US dollar from the accounts of the 4 USA based customers, okay, were transferred into some bogus accounts. Okay, and this happened with the uh, very effective manner. Okay, because in this there is a social engineering has been used, because of the employees who are working for the Citibank call center. Okay, which is located in Pune city, right? So being an employee, they misguide the certain people from the USA that your account is in the difficult situation, your securities are not set as proper. Okay, you need to require the certain details to share so that we can fix up, because being an employee we don't have the rights, but we require some specific credentials from your end, your approval is required, and blah blah. Okay, and then they gain the access by uh, getting the information from those customers, and then they transfer these respective amounts with some other bogus accounts which are created into the India. Okay, so the Pune police has been investigated this case, and ultimately they are able to capture all these persons who were there working into the call centers, right? So and this is the nowadays also happening. You can get many calls from the like insurance company or from bank credit card department or anything. Okay, no credit card department of either of the bank is going to call you. Okay, rather they send a respective mail in your registered email address, or they might share from their standard service portal to your registered mobile number. Okay, but no one is directly going to call you and ask you, right? So one should be need to be beware with these kind of cyber frauds. Okay. Now, what are the cyber threats? So we just need to see the evolution of the cyber threats. Like the viruses are early years in 1970s, since the viruses are ongoing into the systems. Okay. Then after 1990s, when WW has been introduced, okay, then breaking of the websites or vulnerability disclosure for the websites has been introduced. Okay, then malicious code inserted, advanced worm and trojans, they are starting from the 2003 2004. Identity theft or the phishing attacks, okay, they come into picture from 2005-6. And the organized crime, like specifically targeted along with the group of users or hackers, are going to be target any corporates or some network environment, or maybe some government agencies. Okay, so on the 2007 onwards, and recently we have faced the various attacks like ransomware, spywares, right? Encrypted data. So number of things can be happen nowadays, right? Okay, just show you one interesting things in that. Okay, so this is the site from the Kaspersky. Kaspersky, you know, as the antivirus development company. Okay, so this is some real-time data analysis. You can see from the cyber Kaspersky this URL, that is cybermap.kaspersky.com. So what happens in this? It shows the ongoing real attacks. Okay, let's say for we check for the India. Okay, so I need to click on this India. Here you can see the India is the 9th most attacked country at present. Okay, these are the number of categories of attacks, right? OS, ODS, MAV. Okay, let's click on the more details. Okay, so the detections based on the OS means the access scan, on access scan, on detection, on demand scan. This is malware scan or mail antivirus. For web antivirus scan, intrusion detection scan, vulnerability scan, then Kaspersky anti-spam scanning, okay, and botnet activity. Okay, so these are the data received from the real time from the Kaspersky server. So those who are using the Kaspersky application in their system, okay, either of any version of either it is total security or only internet security or only antivirus, okay, but ultimately all these applications which are sharing the data with respective server of the Kaspersky, and this link is getting the data from the that respective server where all the data together came. So the customers across the globe, across the countries, or across the world, okay, so the real-time scenario which happens to the corporates or the individual users, it is shown here. As you can see, that number of on scan is ranging around 61,093 61 lakhs 93,000 94,906. Okay, the most infected today are the Russia, Germany, China, Vietnam, and the USA in the 5th position, and India is on the 9th position. Okay. The respective other countries, as per the world's, right? So some African countries, China is also there on 13th position. North America countries, Asia countries, right? Then South America, Europe countries. So this is overall summary and kind of a dashboard, including Africa and Oceanic countries also, like Maldives, New Papua Guinea, Fiji, and Australia Islands. Okay. You can see the what kind of infections are there. Okay, so with respective of the tools, the data has been captured over here. Okay, so by this you can see the data of all the countries. Just you need to click on that respective country, and that scenario or the statistics will be there. Okay. So these devices are also important because of how they are countering the number of attacks, okay, or the attacks received on the antivirus or the total security surface, and which has been transferred as a data to the servers, and those servers are accessed for this specific application, so that we can learn about the real-time uh, hacking activity process with the entire world, right? This is only the captures from the Kaspersky. Okay, so people are using some another company like Symantec antivirus or Norton antivirus are also there. Okay, there are other open source link also you can identify for such cyber threats, so that you can have the real time scenario. Okay, so this is just for example we can have about the impact of the cyber crimes. Okay, now moving back to the topic. Okay, so these are the things why we required for the cyber security, right? Because the industries as well as the governments all are getting affected with this number of cyber crimes. Okay, and to secure the organization or the governments or the people from respective countries, it is the being responsibility of the individual governments. Okay, so they have to spend lots and lots of amount on security devices, on application development. Okay, so as per the research, around the financial loss of 1.3 billion US dollar from the cybercrime alone in the US. Okay, the cybercrime is costing organization on an average 11.7 million per year, right? The 39% of the CEOs think that the digital transformation is at the top of their agenda, and that is the true things. Okay, now we have seen that in this pandemic, number of things which are like even your study, which is going on the classroom basis now onto the virtual classroom. So the digitization is moving on. If any kind of situation arises where people cannot be come out for their work, but still they can perform by working from their home, right? So the digitization is ongoing, and once the digitization is going in some larger numbers, then also this impact of the cyber crime is going to be in higher numbers, right? So that is also going to impact the world with these things. Okay, the cost for the cyber security will rise up to the 6 trillion US dollar by 2021. Means the government or the corporates have to invest for the cyber security, and this investment is not only for the devices. Okay, the investment is based on not only for the hardware or the software, but that includes the human resource also. Means they are also required to have cybersecurity professionals. Okay, industries have or government should have hire the certified professionals. Okay, so that they can uh, like fight against specifically for the cyber crimes, right? So here you can see on the below link that the number of hired security professionals increased from 25 professionals in 2015 to 40 2017 in organizations, and we are into the 2020 right now, right? So the numbers are higher. Okay, industries are in demanding for the certified or trained cybersecurity professionals, so they can deliver their best into the industries. Okay, because this requires a specialized skill. Okay, so now see the overall stats for the cybersecurity, that 75% respondents believe that the hacker sophistication will continue to grow. So because of this thing is going to enhance in the number nowadays. Okay, and 30% respondents list credential phishing as the most serious kind of attack, because by using smartphone, these phishing attacks are very much common nowadays. Okay, by sending emails or creating a specific URL or URL shortening are easy to available. Okay, so until and unless you don't click on any URL, you cannot exactly get what website or DNS it is there, because you can get this shortened by having the bit.ly or anything, right? So once you click on that, the 50% of work has been done. Okay, once it is going to be loaded, and the respective things which are going to share with that link will be going to download into your system or mobile, right? So how to be secure for all these things? So that is the with the security awareness only and the user training. So that is required to be a secure cyber user or the responsible cyber user, right? So that you can save yourself or your family specifically from the cyber crimes. Okay, so that also the investment for the security awareness is going to be higher as well. So for that, government is now like spending amount in putting advertisements, TV or radio advertisements, like for specifically do's and don'ts, right? So that people can get secure against the cybercrime activities. Okay. Okay, so this is the present scenario. Okay, so the massive WFH acceleration due to the COVID-19. Okay, so WFH is kind of a common word nowadays. Okay, many of us or many of you are aware about the WTF, but it is not that. It is the WFH, right? So it is the work from home concept, right, guys? So like in 2019, the work from home work is around or less than 25% globally, which is now more than 75% by May 2020. Because everything, like you guys are also studying from online, right? We are presenting this webinar from the online virtual classroom kind of, right? Prior, many of you students have seen me as a physically at your respective seminar hall, right? So this thing is nowadays increase. Okay, the capacity to accommodate the user sessions is also going to be higher. So companies have to invest in larger number for the network development as well as for the server capacities, right? And also it is required to hire the security controls also, right? Because people who are working from home, okay, they have the limited security access. Only the login password is not sufficient to make yourself secure from the cybercrime, right? So on premises and remote users also there is required to set up the security controls, and that will be going to increase by 78%. Okay, allowing access from the person for unmanaged device. Okay, at present we are using the systems which is not kind of a corporate system. Okay, so we can have access any of the things, but for the corporate users now, so they have to be follow the industrial guidelines, right? Okay, either they have to use the VPN service, and through that their communication will be go into the secure environment. Okay, so that is the thing which is required. Okay, in this work from home scenario also, right? So now about the security. So cybersecurity is a practice which intends to protect computers, network, programs, and data from unintended or unauthorized access, change, or destructions. Right. So it is overall the security against any kind of this either computer crimes or the networks or programs and data. Right. So overall security can be covered for all these segments. What are the specifically attacks? Okay, so that we require security against them. Okay, so the attacks are categorized into the two part, that are the web-based attack and system-based attack. Okay, so the web-based attacks are having these categories like DOS attacks, DDoS attacks, brute forcing, session hijacking, man in the middle, SQL injection. SQL injection is one of the most critical attack. Okay, it is the number one from the Open Web Application Security Project, which is the organization that publish the critical attacks reports. Okay, and in that injection methodology is on the top position. Then it comes the phishing, sniffing attacks, spoofing, social engineering, and whaling. Okay, the social engineering is on position 10, but it is having a larger impact. Okay, Then for the system-based attacks, okay, so these system-based attacks are like virus, worms, Trojan horse, backdoors, and bots. Okay, so those are the individual system-based attacks. Okay, so either you download any file, or by using pen drive, some virus has been inserted into your system. Okay, so these are considered as a system-based attack. Okay, so which is not having the giant impact, but yes, of course, your data is your priority. Okay, so we need to also protect this data against any kind of this virus, worms, or Trojan horse. Right. Okay. The cybersecurity, it will involves the protection of sensitive personal and business information, because ultimately the security is meant for the information or data, right? Because of the organization or for the any people, their information or the data is the important criteria, and which is need to be secure. Okay, the security also refers to the technologies and processes designed to protect the computers, okay, with unauthorized access, vulnerabilities, and attacks that can deliver via the internet by cyber criminals. So the one thing is common in all the things, that it should be happen only into the network or internet based environment. Okay, if you are having system, you are not connected with the internet, okay, then anyone is the secure. Okay, and if anyone is if the person is not having the digital device, okay, he is the most secure person onto the earth or the universe, right? So which are the tools against the cyber security? So as mentioned, the antivirus, firewalls, total security, or internet security. Okay, these are the primary tools which saves us or secures us from the technical cyber crimes, or the things can be happen by using the vulnerabilities from the technical misconfigurations. Okay, but the most important thing against the cyber security, that is the awareness, right? So those who are aware with the specifically number of crimes, their scenario, the modus operandi, okay, and updated with the certain technical knowledge how to secure an individual. Okay, so this awareness is more important in terms of the cyber security. Okay. Now, just formal information regarding the who is the hacker. Hacker could be any person, like, or individuals which is having a excellent computer skill, ability to create and explore into the computer software and hardware. Okay, kind of a programmer, or good having good knowledge regarding the network and server technologies. Okay, either person can be a hacker. Okay, and hackers are intended for malicious activities. Okay, they are not going to save the world. Okay, rather they are looking forward to uh, have uh, impact the users or impact the governments or the corporates, okay, by malicious activities. Categories for the hackings are like black hat hackers, which are core criminal mind people having a sound computing skills, right? Then it comes the white hat hackers. White hat hackers, like the individuals hackers, which are working to defense, or which are providing security against the hackers. Okay, so they are the white hat hackers. Okay, on in regular term we can call it as a ethical hackers. Okay, then it comes gray hats, means a personality having the both capacity, offensively and defensively. Means at one time he is able to target someone, on the other hand he can able to provide the security as well. Okay, so they are the gray hats. They are also the critical ones. And the last are the suicide hackers. Suicide hackers, like the people like who have the entry level of information, or we can call it as a kind of script kidders, like watching the videos on how to hack Facebook from the youtube.com, okay, and try experimenting. Okay, so these people are can easily be caught. Okay, so these are the called as a suicide hackers, right? These are the main four categories regarding the hacker communities. How the hacking can be processed, because of to learn the security, one needs to understand the how these things can happen. Okay, so all the things have a specific flow of modules, right? So first of all, this information security review. This means a hacker can take the maximum number of information from that regarding the target, whether it is application, whether it is government organization, or whether it is an individual celebrity or person, right? Then it comes the hacking concept. By getting the information, it can identify what informations are critical, which are going to helpful for to apply for the any hacking methodologies. Okay, so based on that concepts, it will select for the specific hacking phase, and then select for the type of attacks. Like as we have seen the various number of web-based attacks, so either of that attack can be possible. Okay, and based on that attacks, once the attack has been performed, okay, so after that it comes for the picture of ethical hackers. So once ethical hackers are coming into picture, they will analyze the security vulnerabilities and report to them that what kind of weaknesses are there or weaknesses were present, and due to that, this attack can be happen. So that's why nowadays the scenario has been changed. Industry is not looking that something wrong can happen and then they hire for either ethical hacker or security researchers, and then they come and identify the security bugs, and after all they have to patch that. So industries are looking forward, and they have setting up the environment where they introduce the ethical hackers, they hire the ethical hackers or security researchers or the security engineers, and they make these activities that is called as a vulnerability research or vulnerability scanning periodic or frequently. Okay, so that they can be on a daily basis or on weekly basis, they can identify the weaknesses which can occur either of any activities. Okay, and that can immediately sort it out. Okay, so this is the flow about the ethical hacking or the cyber security. So what are the informations required for the hackers? These are the IP addresses, name means DNS name, employee information, for target assessment, identification of the services, like what services are running on their network environment, regarding the database, regarding the web application, regarding the mail services. Okay, so either of, so those scanning of the services also there. Then enumeration, user list or security flows, which can lead hackers to gain the unauthorized access successfully. Okay, so that is the thing critical for the industries also. The common attacks which can happen of either of any organization, that is the DOS attack. Okay, and on the larger scale it can be a distributed, so that the distributed DOS attack. So in that, DOS means the denial of service. Okay, so hackers can send number of requests onto the system or server, so that the system is going to be overflow with the responses, right? Means their buffer has been going to be full and system is no longer able to reply back. Okay, so ultimately it will go into the denial mode. So either of system or server, once go into the denial mode, then attacker will get what he is exactly looking for, right? These are the certain tools mentioned over here. Okay, don't try it, okay, individually, okay, because it requires specifically proficiency and the legal aspects also, right? Okay, then it comes the man in the middle attack. I am just introducing these things in this cyber security session because of many of us are using the public domain Wi-Fi, like either in the malls or multiplexes or in the restaurants or on any other public place. Okay, if we identify the free Wi-Fi and then we immediately connect with that. Okay, but in this kind of scenario or into the network environment also, it is possible that someone is going to capture your data or your communication by using the same network. Okay, so if you are accessing something in mall or multiplexes by having the free Wi-Fi connection, okay, and whatever the traffic from our end, from our device is going on, right, for the services, that all the details will be going to capture by someone who is looking forward or sniffing or scanning the media, means the wireless media or the wired media. Okay, and they are able to capture all our data. Okay, so that data includes if you are buying something from the any online shopping site, then the information regarding the credit card, debit card also there, your details, your contact numbers, your email addresses, each and everything will be going to capture. Okay, along with the banking details. Okay, so it is required to be more careful while we are accessing the public domain Wi-Fi, because we don't know who is able to who is going to capture all these things, okay, on anonymously, right? So this is the kind of thing man in the middle attack. And once the data has been captured, the person can just move out from the premises. Okay, and later on also, because all the logs can be saved into the application. Okay, and all this data can be later on can be reused, right? Then it comes the phishing attack. as we have discussed about the phishing attack, that it is attempt to obtain sensitive information such as the usernames, passwords, and credit card details, right, by sending or by communicating with either of media or electronic communication, right. So if someone sends you the link about the bank, so it cannot be a link from directly from bank, but it will be created by some attacker or the phisher, and that link is going to target you. So once you provide the details or the login ID password, it is going to submit onto the attacker's database, not the bank database, right. So these kind of attacks are considered as a phishing attacks. Okay, so these are the tools which are specifically for used in the phishing attacks. Okay. Social engineering is the important aspects, right, in which uh, people or the individuals are getting targeted by their likes, whatever they share on the social media, uh, their likes, dislikes. Okay, also the important information, images, okay, based on the interest mentioned on the social media applications. Okay, based on that the social engineering attack can be performed. Whaling is a kind of attack in which the top management people are being targeted. The top management people are like the CEOs or MDs from the respective corporates or banks, okay, or the from special officers from the government agencies or from the governments. Okay, so whaling is the specifically targeting on the big shots, right? So that is the whaling attack. But on all these techniques, the social engineering is playing an important role. Okay, and now the methodologies like attacker first check for the live system, then it will check for the open ports, then based on that it will identify the banner grabbing, means the information regarding the server, information regarding the operating system, information regarding the port service running on the DNS information. If the SSL certificate is there, then certificate and information, cryptography information, means the encryption standard which is going to be used or used with the certificate. Then scan for the vulnerability, it will identify for the devices or the network devices specifically. Also identify the web servers, right, on which kind of like IIS or Apache or any kind of open source web servers is in use. So everything, every details will be going to capture. Okay, so this is ultimately a flow of scanning for the target, right. Now, so I think we are about to near to the end of the session. So prior we have discussed about the cyber security, why it is required, why exactly we are looking for, because of we have seen the certain cyber crimes. Okay, so how these things are going to be help us into the industry. Okay, that is also the important thing, means job positions which are there into the industry for the cyber security domain. Okay, so I'm having this chart regarding the positions which are there into the industries like entry level. So they are the vulnerability assessor, security analyst, security engineer, ethical hacker, pen tester, security specialists, forensic experts. All these are the entry level of openings for the industries. Okay, for the mid level there will be security auditor, policy positions, incident responders, security engineering and test security, security architect. Okay, then for the senior management level, okay, there are the security manager, deputy CISO, chief information security officer, right? CISO means, then security director, and above all there is a CISO also, right? Or the CISSO. So based on the industry, the standards are there. Okay, and that is why the nowadays cyber security is in much more in demand. Okay, because of either of the organizations, whether it is belongs to IT or non-IT. Okay, but ultimately the organization is looking for when they are using the network environment, or they have their own giant or smaller data center, but they require a security specialist, okay, to manage the things in a secure environment. And due to this COVID crisis, as the cyber crimes are going to be increased, there will also be number of increases for the professionals into the industries. Okay, so the 10 coolest jobs in cyber security, like the number one for the digital forensic analyst or investigator, pen testers, application pen testing, in which the specifically application knowledge or the programming knowledge is required for not required for each and everything, but for this application pen testing, it is required to be a good programmer. Then security operations center SOC analyst, it is required to have good network and server knowledge along with the security concepts. The cyber defenders, then incident responder, security architect, secure software development manager, malware analyst, and the technical director or CISO. So these are the entry level jobs as well as the mid and higher level of jobs which are there into the industries. Okay, and all these are the kind of highest paying job profiles into the industries. Okay, okay, now if you have any questions regarding how to get job or how to be a security professionals and get the job into the industries, okay, so for that there are various organizations, and one of the best organization into the world, that is the Mile2, okay, which is the USA based cyber security training and consulting company, right, which is providing training in all verticals, starting from the basic entry level of training that includes the certified professional ethical hacker to the CISO and CISSO level of the training modules, and all the training modules along with the Mile2 company itself, okay, all are accredited by the various USA governing councils, which are the CNSS, that is the Committee on National Security and Standards, the FBI, this logo is FBI, maybe you have heard in or seen in many Hollywood movies, okay, that is the Federal Bureau of Investigation, then National Institute of Standards and Technology, and NICCS. Okay, so all these are the USA-based governing council which have accredited the course syllabus or the training program of Mile2 for all the level of training programs. And Mile2 is one of the only company in world which is providing security in each and every segment. Like it will be the information security, it will be the network security, it can be the cloud security, it can be the virtualization security, okay, as well as the overall pen testing, auditing, consulting, right? So certain level of trainings are there for freshers to the top management who are having the experience of 10 to 15 years into the industries, right? So and all the certifications from the Mile2 are going to be accepted across the globe. Okay, in India, NASSCOM, which is leading for the IT industry, okay, they're also accepting, as well as in Europe territory, in Africa, in North South America, as well as in Australia territory. So each and every there, IT companies are accepting the certification from the Mile2. Okay, the professional who have certificate and train into the Mile2 training programs are can take the position into the cyber security vacancies. This is the specifically chart which has been published by the FBI. This is not published by me. This is the FBI cyber background chart, preferred degrees with experience. Okay, so in that you can see there are multiple certifications from the Mile2 only. Okay, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 certifications are there from the Mile2. Other are from the Cisco and other companies also, right? The tier 2 and tier 3 also you can see the Mile2 certifications are there. For tier 3 also Mile2 certifications are there. Okay, number of 2, 3, 4 certifications are there. So this is overall a preferable certification if one is looking forward to be a member or professional for the FBI. Okay, so either of certifications can help them to get enrolled into the FBI as a officer. So these are the certifications which Mile2 offers. As I said earlier, it is the only company which is providing certificate trainings for each and every verticals, like management part, pen testing part. The CPH is one of the good certification, okay, for entry level of the into the cyber security domain. Then it comes the forensics, cyber forensics or network forensics, then wireless security, healthcare also, auditing part, application security, virtualization also, right? So all the level of certifications are there, including cloud and virtual VMware environment also. They have this dedicated training and certifications. Friends, so we are now open for the question and answer session. If anyone who is online and looking forward any doubts regarding this, okay. But before conclude the session, I would like to inform you that the company, the Deon Technologies, along with the Mile2 India, okay, we are also going to affiliated with the Parul University, okay, regarding the cyber security training program, okay. Dr. Kunjal Sinha from Parul University, who is heading the continuous education program CEP. Okay, so we are introducing the cybersecurity training programs also there. So those who are looking forward to know the exact details regarding the cybersecurity and training programs, okay, they may approach to Fatima ma'am or Amita ma'am, okay, and they provide their contact information, okay. So you guys can get details from the Kunjal ma'am also, okay. So maybe in near future also you can have all the access regarding the security training in your campus only, right? At present we are available with the virtual classroom based training, right? So there are specialized programs designed for the Parul universities, okay, and which are directly given from the mile to India, right? So that is a good opportunity for all of you if you are looking forward to make career into the cybersecurity domain, okay, and looking forward to get enroll into the industries in specifically cybersecurity vertical, right? So if anyone is having any questions regarding this or any session, okay, we are open for the question answers.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time and giving us such an amazing information about cybersecurity. It was a very useful for us, and yes, it was good experience which we all had throughout the session. Also, I would like to thank our principal, Professor Jatin Vaidya, sir, and our HOD, Mrs. Poonam Faldu, ma'am, to provide endless support and motivation to take such kind of initiative.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thanks a lot,
Thank
ma'am.
you, sir.
Thank you,
Yes, sir.
principal sir, and
Thank
every
you.
staff members and
Thank you.
entire
Yes.
Parul University for arranging this webinar so that the students can get proper information regarding the cybersecurity vertical. Okay, so thank you all of you again. Yeah, so we are concluding now. Thanks.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.